be giving citizens head of state commendations at the end of the year in the next few days. Some of these key players from the education sector will actually get that recognition. They deserve special recognition from the presidency.
Okay. Still on the front page of the Standard, and we have the blame game that's been going on. And this morning, the question we're asking is whether the blame game between the opposition and government is yielding any fruit when it comes to fighting graft. But away from that, this particular story is focusing on Kalozo, a senator and a member of parliament. According to Mutua, Governor Mutua, apparently grabbed land. And this is when Kalozo Musyoka was deputy, or rather vice president.
Well, two things come to play. I doubt whether Dr. Alfred Mutua was summoned to the Senate to go and discuss Kalozo Musyoka. He's supposed to go to the Senate and address issues affecting his county. But because for some reason, he doesn't want to go down alone. And you know, when you're in a river and there's a flood, you even want to clutch on straws. And I think that's what he's doing. He wants to drag the reputation of Kalozo Musyoka through the mud. If the Anti-Corruption Commission is interested in Honorable Stephen Kalozo, if they imagine that he's stolen land, misallocated resources, they would actually have the opportunity of inviting him to anti-corruption offices and have a conversation with him. So for Dr. Alfred Mutua, he should focus on issues, especially on procurement. Because I understand, according to best practices in procurement, number one, if you work in the public sector, you're not allowed to buy second-hand vehicles. And when you buy second-hand vehicles, you're not supposed to register them in the individual names of your cabinet ministers in your county. But you know, from the information you get from the Senate, he's flouted procurement procedures, he's committed so many sins against the nation Kenya. And when you get invited to the Senate, please go there and address those issues. Stop digressing. Because the residents of Machakos are not interested in how much land Kalozo Musyoka owns, whether he was able to buy a chopper of 200 million, and he doesn't have a business that can give him that equivalent resource. People are just interested to know the money you are given by the national county, the revenues you collect in Machakos, are you using them for our interest? And are you using them in a prudent manner?
And so if at all, I guess he has a problem with the former vice president, then really what he needs to do is forward that to the relevant authority and office with his complaint and a letter and let them do their work.
Yeah, because if you're given 4 hours at the Senate and you spend 3.5 hours crying over Kalozo Musyoka, you're not addressing the issue. And you recall, the same Dr. Mutua accuses the judiciary of not assisting him in fighting corruption, yet he's used the judiciary to stop prosecution from the Anti-Corruption Commission. So really, it's misplaced priorities by our leaders who want to use the really public